everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I have a very exciting video because on, Monday, the episode titles for the final season of Star Trek Discovery were released. Now, of course, as I said, this is the last season. This is the end of Discovery and the end of the show that brought back Trek to the small screen. So, I'm going to give you guys all the episode titles right now. I've got next to no predictions for them because they're all fairly cryptic except for one, which I'll get to. Anyway, episode 1 will be titled The Red Directive. That may be a new Federation policy that's come up in the last few hundred years, I don't know. We're going to have to find out when episode 1 releases in April. Episode 2 is Under the Twin Moons. No clue what that one's going to be. Next we have an episode called Jinal, and again, no idea. Episode 4, Face the Strange. Now, if I remember rightly, I don't remember which song, but this is a David Bowie lyric. So, will it link back to that song in some way? I don't know. Again, the only episode title I have a kind of idea of what's going to happen in is the next one, and that is Episode 5, Mirrors. Now, I'm sure we all remember in Season 1 of Discovery, and in Season 3, we did take a trip to the Mirror Universe both times, in the second half of Season 1, and during Empress Georgiou's last episode in Season 3. And I think this is going to be the episode where we make our final return to the Mirror Universe, but this time in the 32nd century, like Discovery is now. Now, they did say when Discovery arrived in the 32nd century that the Prime timeline and the Mirror Universe have kind of split too far apart from each other in terms of their events, so they're not as easy to cross over with now. But I think that somehow Discovery will end up in the Mirror Universe once again, or maybe just one of the characters. Maybe Burnham will end up there. Who knows? But yeah, that one I think is the only thing. That's the only episode I can kind of sort of predict what's going to happen in, given the title. But yeah, that's about it really. Anyway, episode 6. We have an episode called Whistle Speak, and I don't know what this one's going to be. Episode 7 we have Eriga, or Eriga, I'm not sure to be honest. Again, we're going to have to wait for most of these, see what they're all about. Episode 8 will be Labyrinths. Episode 9, Lagrange Points, and the final episode will be Life Itself. Now, will this link into the short trek from the first season of Short Treks, where the Discovery was abandoned for a few hundred years and was picked up by somebody in the future? I don't know. We know Zora is around as the AI now, which was the case in that short trek, so maybe the crew of Discovery will maybe abandon the ship, but it won't blow up, it'll just be drifting in space for a few hundred years? I don't know. But honestly, I'm really looking forward to this final season. Of course, I know there are a lot of mixed opinions on it, but what you cannot deny is how much Discovery has done for Star Trek. Like, as I said at the start of the video, it brought Star Trek back to the small screen for the first time in, at that point, 12 years since the end of Enterprise. It also relaunched Star Trek on the small screen with shows like Lower Decks, Picard, and obviously gave birth directly to Strange New Worlds, which I have to say is probably the strongest show of this new era of Star Trek so far. Of course, we're only 2 seasons into that, but still, those 2 seasons went really well. Like, most Star Trek shows, like near enough all of them, have okay, the first 2 seasons aren't quite brilliant, but then the 3rd season onward, the show kind of knows what it is, and it gets really good. Strange New Worlds didn't have that. It hit the ground running from episode 1, and I've got to say, that is a monumental feat, because even classics like The Next Generation, the first season wasn't the best. It did have a few rough moments in that season, but Strange New Worlds, no. It was perfect from day one. But yeah, I'm gonna miss Discovery a lot. I have enjoyed the show. Again, not as much as I've enjoyed other shows in this era, such as Picard and Strange New Worlds, as I've said, but it is one that I've enjoyed, and one that I am incredibly thankful for because of everything that it's brought about since. Now, of course, we are getting the Section 31 film, which will also tie into Discovery a little bit. Of course, Georgiou went back to the 23rd century in the Prime, well, I assume in the Prime timeline, because, of course, she's gone back to Section 31, who she was with in Season 2 of Discovery. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing that period of Star Trek again, because while it didn't quite make sense with the canon of the original series, it was a cool period on its own. Although I think she may return at a point closer to the Strange New Worlds days, so maybe she'll cross paths with the Enterprise again. Who knows? That'll be cool to see. But yeah, I cannot wait for Star Trek Discovery's final season. Will we see the Enterprise Z this time? I sincerely hope so, because if you guys have been watching this channel for a couple of years, you'll know that one of my prevailing theories for the 32nd century era of Star Trek, namely Discovery, is that we will see the final Enterprise, the NCC 1701Z, unless they go double letters. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video on the titles for Star Trek Discovery Season 5, the final season. So please, like the vid. Subscribe to mine and Roxanne's channels. Her link's in the description, my button is down there. Please click both of those and then the bell icons to get all the satisfying notifications. Comment as well, because why not? And let me know which episode you're looking forward to the most and how you think the show will end, and will we see the Enterprise Z? Please, please, please. Once you've done that too, please follow me on my social medias. They'll be down in the link tree in the description. Below that will be Roxanne's website. And lastly, please do share this video with all your friends so they can join the infinite loop of liking, subscribing, commenting, following, and sharing, and around and around and around that loop. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Live long and prosper.